I didn't prepare for this one. You'll have to excuse me. I'm dressed for a funeral. It's been a real fun day, so I'm just preparing myself for the next couple hours. Talk. The topic, since I didn't prepare anything? Mental health. Calling people crazy. Oh, everybody everywhere. Do you want me to open the curtain? Turn the camera around so you can see where you are? You probably can't see. Anyway, we're going to be here a while talking about mental health and calling people crazy. All of Malton. I'll be back. I'm going to keep laughing and grinning good. Wait till I go outside on the rock and take the live stream with me. I hope you're still laughing. Oh, did I forget? Amy Seukeran, Narcissistic Abuse Recovery Life Coach, Canada. So violence against women. Assault is what we're talking about. Physical, verbal, mental, emotional assault. What female victims do. All of Malton. Violence against women. Who do they call? Who do the women call if they're under threat or intimidation? I don't think I'm reading or answering comments today. We're talking about violence against women when you get threatened in the morning by an addict. What you do by dinner time. You want to worry about eating? Why I have lifelong nausea from people like you threatening me? Let's pick one. Why don't I have an appetite? I want everybody in this building to answer, and then we're going to go into the building 2. You included yourself, didn't you? You wanted to jump into my business and have opinions and diagnose people. That was this morning. You called me mental and told me to go back to the hospital. Now this is your life. So what happens if you're under threat and you can't call the police? I'm doing this live stream on the phone so I can take it with me. I'm not on the computer, so I can't answer questions as easily. So, like I said, I'm probably not going to. Really? Priorities? Is it an addict? You're gonna sit here and listen to everything. This is where you live. Good job. We're gonna go over again. You called me mental this morning and told me to go back to the hospital. Now, if I attack you, what's gonna happen? It's always all of them. What do you think you're doing? We're all waiting for the same answer. What do we do? I already told you. I told everybody this morning on Instagram. Who's gonna answer me? You're gonna answer. When I do something to him, who's going to jail for him? You see me sitting here, right? Say you again. No, they think this is a joke. I told you, this is Malton. Every liquor store, the beer store, the variety stores, the addicts, the drugs. If, then I'm gonna come right where you are. Why don't you tell him again why I'm filming you? Tell them why it's never gonna end. Tell them why you keep calling my name. Let me hear you again. You're here why? You understand my business is narcissistic abuse recovery. So let me hear you again. You understand that's abuse. I told you, it's past. The police are already involved. Go ahead, let's go over mental health now. I told you this morning, all of Malton. Why are you calling people crazy? Tell us again. Why did you want to defund the police? Why did you accuse them of killing people? Go over all of them again now. I posted them this morning. Go over all of them. Which one did they kill? You want to do drugs? No, now. What do you call the police for? What do you call the ambulance for? What do you call the fire truck for? I have to put this on a live stream on YouTube for the whole world. Go ahead, in the mall. What's the public health clinic for? What's harm reduction? What's the clinic for? The one inside the mall. Again, mental health and addiction, that's a Etobicoke hospital. Which hospital do you go to? Which hospital did you tell me to go back to? That's the same Etobicoke. So where do the addicts go? It's the same Etobicoke. Explain it now. Yes, you are. You what? You can't be calling mental health and say you have anxiety and depression and then call people crazy. What kind of mental health is that? Yes, you are going to explain it. Everybody in Malton. Until you go back to 2017, 2018, all of the mental health. You tell me what mental health is. Okay, now let's go back to that. The health of the brain. Why are addicts involved if they're taking drugs? Do you think they qualify for mental health if they're taking drugs? No, let's go back to depression and anxiety. Let's compare them fairly. They think it's a joke till they're homeless, right? And then you want to go sleep where at night? Well, let's talk to the females for a minute. The females that are homeless in Malton, where do you sleep at night? Where do you stay? You just stay awake? Where do you get money if you're a homeless female? Are you on Ontario Works? Justin Malton. Well, we can't pretend. If you're in cloth for shelter, you have Ontario Works money, right? So don't ever. Why don't you tell me again? You're going to get mad at me and what I'm going to do to you. You want to play victim? You want to play homeless victims? You want to come where I live, into the building, do drugs, and then want to sleep at people's house. Tell me I'm mean to you. I should go back to the mental hospital. I'm crazy. You expect me to sit here with addicts and not record you and tell the police. You want housing money? You want CAM and Canadian Mental Health involved to do what to you? Babysit you some more, give you free housing and free food? Sorry, that's not what I'm in the business for. You wanted a funeral? Let's have a funeral for the addicts. During a moment of silence? Why don't you say one more time? Tell me about the addicts again in Malton. How many times did I tell you you have an hour to go and get all of them from Coffer Shelter that stayed there first? Yeah, you can collect the rest of them and find the source, right? Say you again. Let me hear one reason an addict should live with people. What is the cause of all violence if it's not the addicts? What is the cause of stealing? Here in Malton now. Why do people steal? They're hungry, they're homeless. There's only so many people in Malton. It's the same mall, it's the same Dollarama and Freshco, right? Okay, let's hear you then. You go to a specialty grocery store where it's cheap and you can steal? Go ahead, I told you I'm gonna get the liquor stores, the alcohol stores, and the food banks closed. Then what are you gonna do? You're gonna come and attack me? Because what? You need what? Needs are food and shelter, right? Those are needs in life. You're messing with mine. After 6 years of being homeless, what do you think I'm gonna do to you? No, I'm not walking up to the police station anymore. They're gonna come here. 7555 Borway Drive, apartment 47. Just like the ambulance and the fire. You're the victims? Who? Say who again? When, what? I'm on my phone today, so I can take it with me. That's why I'm not commenting. I can type back when I'm on the computer. But since I need to take the phone with me today, no comments. We're all waiting to hear what we're supposed to do. Violence against women. When you live in your own apartment, and the threat is when you go out the door. Are you joking? My choices are what? To do something physically? Really? These are grown men who are on drugs. You want women to fight them. When I called non-emergency, what did they say? They can't do anything unless they touch you, unless they do something to you? So why don't you go explain that to them? We're supposed to wait till they hit us. That's months ago. How long ago did I call on him? Where is this my job? How many times? I'm gonna get killed by who? You? Yeah, let's go for 911 for emergencies. Go for it. Everybody in Malton, did you ever call 911? Oh, please. All the comments, all the months of comments, of the joke of comments people are leaving. You can't even be actual people. Let me hear this one. If you've ever actually called 911 in an emergency. Don't forget to add how long they took to get to you. If they came. Oh, you keep texting me, and I'm going to find where you are. I promise. Say you again. You what? Go over it again, mental health. Why do you keep saying mental health, drug addict? Alcohol is an addict. Pills are an addict. It doesn't matter if it's prescription. Just remember, stop yapping, right, addict? You what? You want to live where I live? Do you, addicts? You train your children to what? Abuse people and threaten them? Let me hear you again. A group of what? You had 800 women, the Malton moms, telling people what? Pretending they were taking care of children. I'm one person. You're mad? Let me hear why you had addicts running Malton for 6 years. Because you were getting money? You can't get mad at anything now. I'm not an addict. I don't drink. I have no reason. I have no children. I'm completely single. I live in my own apartment. Why shouldn't I take out all of you? You have privilege to have housing? Where? Show me. Oh, why don't you talk more about my teeth? I told you. Look again around you. Your face now. Every one of you personally. Again. Go ahead. Start with the parents now. Peel Children's Aid. Yes. Money. You got all the money and you spent it. Now it's time to look at you taking care of your children and why they're hungry. It's time to look at your job and why you can't pay your mortgage, but you can buy alcohol and drugs. Right? How you can buy cigarettes? Why you need a food bank if you work? Go ahead again. Yeah, I'm going to get dental care soon. You guys, I want you to lose your job. No, I'm yapping, remember? So we'll let the drug addicts instead beat the women. Oh, you're gonna talk every minute until you face me. Let's go over. Let's separate quick. When you're intoxicated with alcohol, what do you do to people? When you're intoxicated with drugs, what do you do to people? Which drug is it? When you smoke Mary Jane, what do you do to people? If you have mental health issues, like schizophrenia or psychosis, what do you do to people? Oh, I told you you're going to get a lesson. You didn't learn? Then what were you talking about? Why didn't you tell them why people off themselves? You want to talk about self harm, do you? Why didn't you talk about why people go into a hospital and then when they come out, they off themselves? If the hospital, the whole point of going in there is to prevent you from doing that. Why don't you go over that one, Malton? Oh, for all of you. The next time you have to go to a Tohoku, or you want to call CAM, or Canadian Mental Health, like the rapid response. You ever see the car? Yeah? How about the ambulance? What do you think the ambulance does when they show up? Do they stop your heart? They start it back for you when you overdose? What does the ambulance do? Why do you call them? You had an accident? Like what? Why do you call the police? Why do you call the fire truck? Only for a fire? That's not an emergency, right? You get your choice? I hope you sit here laughing, Malton. Say you again. Because half of you don't deserve to be alive, and you're fighting me for my house. Why don't we talk about being an independent adult, capable of taking care of yourself? How many times? I'm not your mothers, your wives, or your teachers, right? You had the Malton Moms and the Peel School Board and all your nonprofit organizations. Go ahead, let me hear. Grown-ups. I need to talk to grown-ups. You work? You're adults that work? This is the sense you have? Where do you think your children are learning it? You actually gonna sit here and talk again? Doesn't matter how many viewers, it's going to be there permanently. You have the rest of your life to watch this. Should I go over all the services, how all those people got paid as employees while I was homeless in the shelter, in and out of shelters, looking for any job, like any job at all? And half of them were working from home. That's the kick in you know where. And now it's worse than it started, isn't it? It's pathetic, the things people leave as comments, right? Don't shout. No, you all are going to take a good look at yourselves. Every time you're in the Tim Hortons, every time you're in the Freshco and the Dollarama, all the men and women, you're going to listen to each other. You're going to take a good look around when you're in the gas station, who you're talking to and what you're saying. You know, it'd be funny if it caught your whole house on fire. Wouldn't that be funny? There was a comment about a paper bag and dog waste, leaving it on somebody's door and running. Wouldn't you be charged with arson if you did that and their whole house caught on fire? Could you imagine if it ended badly? Like they didn't make it? Imagine if you didn't even have a dog. Wouldn't that be funny? It's a little trick. Like if you had a barbecue and by accident you opened the gas and lit a lighter. A little trick. Yeah. Yeah, let's go back to all of this. You see. You see people what? Doing what at the mall? Now the community center. You see people doing what at the community center? If I can publish this with my life, if my live stream gets banned because of you guys, I might as well put it all in one, right, addicts? I have lots and lots of ideas. Where? When did it become okay to drink in public? We went over when they made it legal to drink in parks, right? And we don't know whose idea. So go ahead. Parks are for children. Why would you let people drink there? Where do the children go? The parks are closed in Malton now. Where do the children go all summer? So when was it okay, much less alcohol, to do drugs in public around other people? Go, when did this become public? real good. If you're in your own house and you're doing this privately, why would you be attacking strange women? That doesn't make sense, does it? No, much less two, three, four, five, six of them. No, I'm not gonna pick one. You're gonna pick one now. You told me I'm mental to go back to the mental hospital. Now everybody in Malton is gonna learn the next time they open their mouth. I told you, if you're gonna say something, make sure. You are responsible for your mouth. Nobody but you. Tells the truth. A monster. Yeah, over and over. The place didn't do anything, right? It's the people in it. We're focused on violence. What do you do? If people are threatening you when you call the police and call 911 and call non-emergency for help, what are you supposed to do? Don't lie. That day when I took the pictures on Goreway, two people were fighting for how long before? What happened? And you were right there, standing right there when I passed by. You don't know why they called. You don't know why. Do you understand yourself? I'll help you. Because I'm right down the street and I have to pass you to get to the gas station. So, you can't have it all the ways, can you? You can't play community 1 minute, lie 1 minute, and then know who I am the next minute. I don't lie. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I have lifelong nausea. I'm on ODSP. I'm a single female living in my own apartment. You've been telling people you live here for how many months? Yeah, talk more. Oh yeah, let's go with this one. What qualifies you as mental? Who qualifies you? You wanna know how to get in the hospital, do you, addict? Overdose. They have a day program. Why didn't you walk in there? There's a hospital in Brampton. They have a whole side that's mental health. Why don't you walk in there? You can get free bus rides for everything else, right? When you're homeless? Why can't you get a free bus ride and go? We all know there's only 2 buses to Brampton. When you go to Walmart, that's Queen Street. Yeah, don't ever try it with me. Like I said, if I'm yelling at you, wait till I get you in person. How do I know the person is on drugs? Well, you're going to go back to Instagram and watch those videos, and you're going to tell me how I know the person is on drugs. Yes, I'm threatening all of you. Did you get that all legal? I'm threatening you. If drug addicts come near me, I don't know what I'll do to them. If drunk people come near me, I don't know what I'll do to them. If abusive men come near me, I don't know what I do to them. Is that enough for you? Do you want me to go find a way to get a restraining order? Should I borrow money to take a taxi to make sure you guys, just like you with your cars and your privilege, how you can call women crazy? Should I do the same thing? Get a free ride to go to court and get restraining orders on random men here in the building so they can go? Because that'd be fun, wouldn't it? Let them stop breathing for a while, restraining orders. Just watch them drop on the floor. Know they're not breathing and they can't breathe. Watch them suffer for a while. How do I know they're on drugs? That's my problem. I want to go back to if I watch them stop breathing for a while. How long I would let them. Do you want to go over again? When you overdose, what happens? That stops your brain, right? So you get dumber and dumber the longer you're out. So how long? How many times did you overdose? For how long? Why what? You can't get a job? You have no sense? Why are you laughing? Well, which one is it? While we're on topic. Isn't it funny how it turns into a live stream about what? Malton Moms was a group that had 500 women. If they wanted responsibility, they have it now. Don't ever confuse me, one person, with a group on Facebook. Do you understand? I put up the funeral screen, the background for the funeral, to match. That's where it went. It's right here. Didn't notice? Well, like I said, I was attacked this morning. But apparently you guys go minute by minute, right? You forget after an hour, so what time is it? Dinner time after? Yeah, hilarious, isn't it? Sure. Let's talk about money. How much is a fix for you? What does it cost? Each one? Sure, everybody. And how many do you get a day? Everybody in Malton, you asked. So where do you get the money? A gang of what? What's considered a gang? Yeah, I am laughing. What you gang what? Do you understand when I tell you I'm one person? If people are getting together in groups of 2 or 3 or 4 to attack people, where's the world going to end up? Why are you doing that? One person face to face isn't enough. You can't have a conversation. You need to get a group. What world do you think is going to happen? What do you want to live doing? You going to take a group everywhere? I don't understand that mentality at all. When were you not able to stand and talk to somebody? When did you need to take a group? I've battled thousands of you with comments and texting my phone. You actually joking? At which one of you is a victim? Yeah, that's real funny. I'm always the victim. Can you imagine that? What I would have done to you? All of you on the live stream? No, I want you to understand. You keep commenting why. What if I came and beat you? Nobody's joking. You're right here in Malton. How many times? It's only a matter of time till they find you. You don't understand the word threat, do you? A drug addict threatened me this morning for sitting outside and smoking when I was nauseous. You don't want me to do something to you? Make your life worse? I'm so sorry. You don't have that option anymore. I own a business, a narcissistic abuse recovery coach, and that number is printed on my business card. That's how people get it. Do you understand that? A business card that says Narcissistic Abuse Recovery Life Coach. A business card with my phone number. Isn't that amazing? They want to know how they got my phone number. Well, it's kind of like how you keep finding these videos, right? Where are you? Not on my Facebook page? That's my business Facebook page. Amy's Regal Life. It says Narcissistic Abuse Recovery Life Coach. All of my social media says it. So if you're on them watching videos and hearing me screaming at you, that doesn't make sense either, does it? You keep calling me schizo. Why? You keep calling me crazy. Why? What if I came and got you arrested or put into the hospital? I do want to. I don't understand why you keep commenting. What reason in the world do you have to comment on somebody else's social media? This is a live stream now. Months and months and months about the plumbing. I don't see why they're laughing. Half of them pretend to work in construction. Who did the snowplow? So why are they laughing? Where else are they going to work? No, I want them to understand why they don't make it. The sense, what they're actually posting. I want them to see it and understand why. What if you didn't have schizophrenia and they gave you medication for nothing and you had to take it? What do you think would happen to you? Do you understand? You put me under threat. I should keep my address a secret so you can find me whenever you want? You are backwards. I don't understand why you keep posting. No, I'm going to sit right here, like I said. Malton is going to sit here and watch every day. Every day until I get to the mall and sit there and post and watch and record. What are you going to do? Everybody in Malton has to do something all day, don't they? Well, where do you think you are? So what do you think I'm going to do all day? Yeah, I want you to explain this. Sure, let's go to cannabis-induced psychosis. Why would you legalize cannabis if it induces psychosis? Genius. Go. Unlike magic mushrooms, right? Induces psychosis. So why did you want to legalize that? Do you? Why am I explaining this if you have all these services and all these mental health and all these doctors? Yeah, I think you're hilarious when you're addicts doing anything to get your drugs. Imagine alcohol is legal, but does it stop you from overdosing, getting alcohol poisoning, and dying? So what does it matter if it's legal? Yeah, what if you drink and smoke and do other drugs? Why does anybody in the world have to put up with you? Why can't you get a special house? You wasted 6 years of my life. I was homeless. What did you guys do in Malton? You want to hear that tagline? How much money did you just waste absolutely doing nothing? Well, what do you think a life coach is? I want to hear that one. You keep calling that word. What's a life coach? Well, Catherine's having a real good day. Till somebody catches her in real life alone on the street in the dark, right, Catherine? Maybe one of the addicts, the men. Because they want money for the next fix and you're out alone. Why would I still keep my nonprofit? To help who? Malton? Yeah, you talking about makeup? Oh, I can't wait till you need actual makeup to cover up a bruise. Then you'll talk about people's makeup, won't you? You were a joke, and I'm going to make sure you know it. We're still on the topic of what women are supposed to do. How are you supposed to call someone? That creature threatened to break my phone. Oh, I'm grinning too. So what do you do? Focus. Hey, Michael. Michael Quinn? I'm just going to make sure everybody knows who it is so they can find you. I'm going to put makeup on your face one day. I'm going to get permanent lip liner on you. You can't get a job. I wonder why, buddy. No, I'm still talking to Michael Quinn there. I want him to learn a lesson about women. He doesn't have to worry about makeup, right? So we're going to go into his looks and his personality, what he does for work. Oh, that's the Westwood Mall. There's every day to go back to the Westwood Mall. Oh, to be honest, I imagine if people were honest, we wouldn't be here. There's no point in lying. I told you that hundreds of times. You're running on the same hamster wheel. Just circles and circles and circles and circles and circles. You're not fooling anybody. You're just wasting hours and hours talking. No, I want Michael to tell me again. I can't even get a job. I started my own nonprofit organization on ODSP and paid for every piece of equipment. What should I get a job for, Michael? What kind of job should I get? Should I be a counselor? Should I be a customer service representative for your phone company? I would love to do that. Your cable bill and your mortgage, I would love to do that. That'd be a good job for me. Aw, what's the matter? Are you getting mean? The message is held for review. Don't come on my live stream. Well, until Malton understands, they're right here. Michael Quinn, Michael Quinn, Michael Quinn. All the police. Everybody on social media. To get him arrested. Call again. All of them arrested. You want me to spell Quinn? Quinn. Michael, Michael. Nobody cares where he lives. We're just going to find him. No, Michael Quinn is a racist, so we're going to get rid of him. We're going to tell all the women about him and all the men. Why don't you say you believe in karma? Rest in peace? Who's going to rest in peace? You want to talk about religion now? Let's talk about religion. What kind of things do they tell you in religion? Don't steal, don't lie, don't off people? What kind of things do they tell you in religion before I end the live stream? I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Join me next time. See you later.